No, acá enfrente, por favor, todos.
No vas a su tiempo.
Que no dejo ver.
Okay.
In English or Spanish?
English.
Both?
No, it has to be English.
English class.
Okay.
We are in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
English only. Mexican American. No sirve el español.
All right, please be quiet, everyone. I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about the corruption that it's been going on in Cicero forever, since Al Capone was there. And it's been going on and on for decades and decades. First of all, he started from 1920s, I think, when Al Capone was around there. He was trafficking with alcohol. So that's how all the corruption started there. He had tunnels connecting from houses to houses so they could run the alcohol and everything. And then we don't have a picture of her, or you must have heard of Betty Gloria Maltese. No, I'm not gonna take it easy, Becky. Now, she was in jail because she stole a lot of money from the town. She did like, I don't know, 6 years, I think, or more. But she also, I mean, I don't know how does it work exactly. She did a lot of good things in Cicero. There was no gang violence when she was there. No, I mean, no graffitis on the walls or the garages or anything. Police would do their job, actually. They would focus on, you know, cutting people doing bad stuff and everything. But then when her term ended, she ended up in jail because she had stolen millions of dollars and had lots of nice houses and everything. And then we had another Latino guy, Ramiro Gonzalez. The thing started because he actually didn't took money from the town or anything. Everything was working good, but he put like, let's say, half of the family into jobs that they couldn't even, they weren't prepared for them.
So he hired his family to
Yeah, he hired his family. He was paying a lot of money that he wasn't even prepare people to do their jobs and anything. And then
making was like 80,000. Yeah, 80,000.
yeah, for them. And then when Larry Dominic came into Cicero, he said no more family in the town of Cicero. That was his main thing, to keep corruption out of the, out of the streets and anything like that. And one thing I noticed in these elections when I went to vote for Obama, I had a guy handing me a card telling me, hey, here's my business card. If you vote for Larry Dominic, you don't have to worry about no more tickets on your record or anything like that. Wow. Exactly like that. That's how he came up to me. And he wasn't going up to, like, after some other people, you know, he would know, like, who to pick on. So I parked right in front of the school that I went and vote. And he came up to me, hey, here's your my business card. Give me a call if you have any trouble with tickets or anything like that. If you give us your vote, you won't have to worry about no more tickets or any trouble.
Wow. And you keep in touch?
Huh? No, actually, I lost it. Now I have a ticket.
Sure.
Yeah, when he was running for president in Cesar town, he says that he was going to change the corruption, but I think he just want the people vote for him, and then when he's already there, maybe he's not going to do what he's supposed to do. So, and
he hired over 20 people of his family. And then when he started, he said, because there they used to tow your car and give you a ticket when it was a street cleaning. And then when he wanted to run for the elections, he said no more towing cars or anything like that. But then when he won the elections,
they still kept on towing the cars. They still kept on giving them tickets. Even though he was saying that he won't steal the money, he had his own brother-in-law or someone of his own family was working there.
He owned the towing company.
Yeah, he owns it.
So what they were doing is that they were ticketing the cars and towing them and still charging, you know, so that, and it was already, there's a book that we always get, a little calendar book, and it shows all the information. And on one of the books it said, it says the date, the year, the month, and it says cars will not be towed if they're on the side streets, but if they're on the big streets, they will. So I had a niece, I have a niece that lives there in Cicero that actually got her car towed in that time. So in that time, to fight for that ticket, it took her a long, long time. But at least she got, you know, at least she got to fight it. Up to this day, I don't know what happened, if she got paid for it or not. But I know it was court after court. I mean, there's nothing to do. So then now, violence and the corruption, what we're trying to do in this, in our project is just like, we're tired of all the corruption. We're not basically just talking about Larry Dominic or Ramiro Gonzalez or Betty Lauren. We're not only talking about them, it's just all the corruption. I don't know if you guys heard on the news, also a cop in Berwyn, which is like right next to us, he was stopping people in Cicero, and it was Hispanics that he was stopping. And I know we don't have nothing to do with Berwyn and Cicero, but I don't know if the cops from Berwyn can come on our side, but they do it.
He would like park like right in the border of Cicero and Berwyn, but he would put them in the Cicero side. So he did like, I think over 100 arrests in 1 month, and it was all Hispanic people.
All Hispanics. All Hispanics.
Arrested for what though?
Huh?
When they get arrested?
I don't know, just for no reason.
For no reason.
Well, my sister got pulled over by him too. Yeah. And
There was no reason for him to do it.
there was no reason. He was just looking for no people that without license.
About ticketing cars, what was the reason about ticketing cars, just for?
Now for street cleaning.
For street
Well, they would give you a ticket and then you would have to pay for the towing. So it was like $300 every time you would get your car towed.
And it's crazy that we talk about that, but also not too long ago it came out in the news when Larry Dominic's nephew was caught up in stealing beers from a liquor store, and he got caught up by the Stickney police, and we're just barely finding out that he lives in Stickney, Illinois. So maybe he has to do something with everything that's happening with his own family in Stickney, Illinois, and in Cicero.
And actually, he had this guy working for the town of Cicero that he would have to go to he was getting paid $12,000 for just to assist, like, it was like in between months, I think 3 to 4 months, he was getting $12,000 just to go to some sort of meetings that they would have to go. And he was in vacation in Germany during the time he was supposed to go to the meeting. He got caught because this was his Facebook picture. Yeah. And we also wanted to change the corruption there because Larry Dominic got sued for sexual harassment to 2 police officers, a secretary, and some clerk, one of the people that works there. He has spent lots of money.
What do you mean, people, women?
Yeah,
It was 3 women.
Sexual harassment. Sexual harassment.
Yeah, 2 was Latinas.
Sexual harassment?
And
Yeah.
Was he found guilty?
Yeah, but he paid.
he paid
He
paid, $650,000.
In other words, $650?
Yeah, 1,000.
Oh, that's he paid the girl.
Yeah,
More money.
he had
He paid the girl.
650,000. But he's been stealing a lot of tax money and everything.
spending money on.
Yeah, actually, cop that used to work for the police station, he tried to run the past elections, but he just fired him and he didn't even win the election. I mean, he just quit the job there. And then you have a lot of people, you know, since like the ones that have to maintain the streets and everything. My friend was building he was redoing his whole building, and you would have the guy from the work for the city bring him like canceled paint and everything, so he could do his house, sell it for cheap, everything. I mean, I don't think it's actually his fault, because we all know the corruption that has been going there, but it's on people that it's not informed the right way, or I mean, people. I mean, I think they they have a newspaper for the town of Cicero, but I mean, people doesn't go into their boxes and just read everything that is going on or anything like that. I mean, I think it would have to go with the people that being more informed and what they're doing right there.
What happens in Chicago if, let's say for example, somebody gets beat up, one of your kids gets beat up, what happens here in Chicago?
The policemen always win.
No, I'm not talking about policemen, I'm talking about, let's say gang bangers.
No, they can.
They don't do nothing?
What's the question?
Take it to
What was the question?
Like if you see a guy beating up on some other guy, would you call the police and they would come right away?
No, because they're gonna beat you
No, they wait like an hour until they keep fighting
I'm
and
talking
then.
about school now.
School?
Uh-huh.
If two kids are fighting in school,
Yeah, what happens here in Chicago if two kids are fighting and one is getting bullied? I mean, what happens to the other kid here in Chicago?
You can help.
Sometimes they take them to
get
juvie, don't they?
suspended.
Yeah.
They suspend them, they take them to juvie. I mean, if it gets the case where you have to get an ambulance, where there's a broken nose or something broken. In Cicero, I don't know, it's like their way of taking care of things is I don't know. My daughter is, she had lead poisoning, so she has, tiene una deficiencia de aprendizaje. She's 13 years old, and she was bullied by 20 girls.
Wow.
20 girls coming to my house, trying to get in just to beat her up. Why? Because the girl just wanted to beat her up, because she, I guess, I don't know, she wanted her to go with her, or, you know, I don't know what she thought. So the cops never did nothing. And this is why I say violations and corruptions in Cicero Town Hall. I mean, in Cicero, they don't do nothing. So one night I went to the police station, and I have the report still that I made, and this wasn't too long ago. This was maybe about the beginning of school year, in September or October, around there, where she got beaten up on the street coming out of school. There's blood all over, the ambulance is there. The ambulance calls me, oh, can we take your daughter, because I think she needs to get, you know, taken care of. I'm like, yeah, sure, thanks. So I'm at work and I'm thinking, you know, the worst. But the police there didn't do nothing to the little girl. They knew where she lived, who she was, who her parents are. They were actually like scared of the parents because they're gang bangers. So I decided to just go to the police station, and I was really mad. I was really like scared at the same time of what can I do? What am I gonna do? Who am I gonna talk to? Where am I gonna go? Nobody's helping me out. So I just went up to the cop and I told him, well, do I have to be a gang banger so you guys can, you know,
respect for me?
Yeah, have my respect or have my back, or are they paying you some money so that you guys can take care of them? Because you guys are not putting the girl into custody. So this little girl, it ends up that she's been having more cases with different other girls where she's not, I don't know, she's not getting convicted for nothing. She's not, and she's a young little girl. The only reason that she's not, I guess, convicted or they feel sorry for her is because her mom was in jail too. So, and her dad's a gang banger. So it's like Cicero's not doing anything. And there's more, now there's more, no offense to nobody. I'm a people person, but there's more colored people coming into Cicero, and we're getting more robbed now than I've ever seen, I guess. I don't know. I've been living there maybe about 4 to 6 years already, and I've never gotten robbed like this year.
Yeah,
So
it happens to my neighbors too. They stole things from the garage. Yeah, it happens since last year. You know, I think people that is moving from other places, going to Cicero. It's a lot of African American people is moving there, but they are stealing right now.
And actually, you would see like before, you would see like more police cars around the neighborhood. I mean,
Yeah.
doing the runs and everything. And now you don't see no police cars. You see like some security guys and parking enforcement guys, but you don't see no cops at all. I've seen fights outside the clubs and the police is right there and they don't do nothing at all. I mean, I don't know. The power is just right there.
I don't know too much about the Cicero because I'm new in the town, but I think we need to inform people and we can vote for the next elections.
community.
Yeah.
Help out more people in our community, like going to talk to them and going to the schools, to the meetings. But sometimes we try to do the best that we can, like to talk even to the teachers. And it's hard because, well, if I don't work, I have to come to school. If I don't go to school, I have to work. And then I have my other person that helps me, my other certificate, but sometimes it's too hard. It's too hard. We can't do everything at the same time. So what I think that we have to do is, like, now that we're coming here to school, I think that we get to talk to each other, know each other more. I really don't go out in Cicero, like when they have those parties, Cinco de Mayo, the carnivals and all that, I really don't go to that.
Why?
I don't, I just don't, I'm busy, I'm too busy. I'd rather be working or being busy than.
Oh yeah, and they do have a party for anything. They'll throw a party for anything. Cinco de Mayo is like the huge, like, not even in Mexico I can see a Cinco de Mayo festival as big as it is. And that's how he keeps control of people, you know. He brings like Mexican bands and everything, and that's how we keep them under control. I mean, you know, just give me your vote and here you'll have like the best parties ever. Eastern and everything.
They have an Easter party?
Yeah.
A lot of kids go there.
They just built like a huge park on 35th and Laramie, and they have like
They always have parties there. It's just like another, I don't know, I call it another little Mexico.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, they have parties for anything.